Hello and welcome to the Inglorious Bards. I am your nefarious Game Master Tom, and this is Adventure 44 of Season 6. That's too many. We're excited to be here, continuing on our adventures. We've left the Kingdom of Thave and began all new housekeeping adventures, which we're excited about. The party is split, which always is great, and we have, I think, a third of the group doesn't even exist, so things are rocking. Things are rocking here in Season 6. We're coming to you live on twitch.tv/IngloriousBards every Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. You can also check us out on YouTube. Check the videos out there. We got all the cool battle maps on there, or podcast if you enjoy us in that method as well. We've got our wonderful cast of actors. We've got Derek, our tech, helping things out, and we have Frank, our resident artist and audience member, joining too. We're super excited to have everybody here.
Frank.
I think without further ado, let's not do character introductions since we're missing so many. Let's not do that. Let's just get right into it, and let's get a recap of what happened last time from Jeremy.
Nobody died. Just want to make that really clear. Other than the fact that they did die before, but now they're not dead. Since the last episode, nobody died. We were all crossing out of Thave. Everyone that was with us was still with us, with the exception of Gagi, who had become Alcanet. Though not everyone felt like it was a heroic victory in doing so, even though nobody died. We're on our way back, and there is a lot of remorse. There's a lot of dissatisfaction with the job that we had done. And it kind of became evident in the team as we were crossing the river and getting out of the red back into Navarre finally and being safe. And the conversation kind of went as such, in that Yannick was done. He was literally done. He doesn't feel like he belongs as the champion of Carahel, who he loves dearly and just never forgets her name. But he could not see himself as that champion any longer. Hemlock was distracted at best internally with the attack on his life that he certainly needed to get revenge on. And Galen is fighting a whole bunch of internal demons. Jericho, however, felt that returning home is the right idea. It kind of revisiting himself to reconnect with who he is and who he was, certainly before the loss of Dash.
I'm fine.
And Zaldor's just happy to be here. So he stayed with Jericho as they moved on their way up to Edlin home to learn more about Jericho and kind of his upbringing, when Yannick decided to split off and go to Tabonry. Hemlock and Galen went to Mirskan to follow up on the leads that he was given there with a guy that he encountered there, whose name I didn't highlight, Apri, who he met in Tabonry when they were trying to figure out what was going on inside the warehouse. I want to cut over to Yannick, though, real quick, because when Yannick went to Tabonry, he did revisit the temples of Carahel and meet with Priest Nkala, who was there to meet with him, to speak with him, and to welcome him back, especially with all of the amazing writings that have come down from Carahel about the tasks that Yannick had completed down in Thave. Yannick really was quiet about it. He was very, very serene, and gave back his Fashard and his armor, and really did end his role as the champion of Carahel to now be Priest Yannick once again, to go back and learn the ways of the knowledge. Not at all in the same manner. We went down to Mirskan, where Hemlock was with Galen, trying to figure out the origins and the location of Lorson. When he spoke with Apri to talk about where that information is, because Apri is of House Iolith and has worked with Lorson in the past. He was very clear on that this is someone he has contracted with and certainly hired out. And in a quid pro quo sort of way, if Hemlock wanted that information of where Lorson was, well, then maybe Hemlock could do some work for Apri as well. And he gave him a task, literally a kill list of someone to take out, someone who was considered an enemy of House Iolith, a character of what was considered to be ill repute, and someone who was very dangerous to the house and not at all someone to be trifled with. The name was Rasteel. Thank you. And Galen, who kept hanging around and kept not being pushed away, not being let off of this task, despite the fact that Hemlock was trying to send him to go find his wife, who was also in Mirskan, didn't want to deal with it. So he wants to help out, and he goes and meets with Rasteel, feigns being a mayor of, or a representative of Mayor Plen in Tabonry, trying to establish trade. Rasteel gets very excited about it, and doesn't seem nefarious at all. He's mostly just very excited to finally land a customer, finally get some trade to happen, some specialties that he does within Mirskan. On his way back home, Hemlock does what Hemlock does and skulked in the shadows and kept himself exceptionally stealthy and hidden and found Rasteel in his own house. But rather than swiftly end him, he did want to have a conversation with him while Rasteel was taking a bath. He asked him, why do you need to be killed? Rasteel didn't have an answer. He doesn't feel he needs to be killed at all. He asked Rasteel, what makes you such a threat to House Iolith? Rasteel doesn't have an answer to that at all. He is not a threat to House Iolith. He's just trying to make business. Hemlock finds it in himself, not getting the answers he was looking for, to kill Rasteel anyway.
And so ended the breakout character of season 6. But worry not, Rasteel will be back in a 6-part miniseries. Takes place in a San Francisco loft where he has to share it with Stog.
Getting what he needed. By ending Rasteel, Apri also provided a little bit of information to Hemlock and to Galen about being able to find Lorson in the Clumsy Duck, a not-so-famous bar and tavern that's nearby inside the city of Mirskan. And Hemlock and Galen's plan is to head over that evening, I believe, to go finally confront, or if possible, just eliminate Lorson and take him out of the game. Believe it or not, that's where we left off. That's everything that we know. Christopher is still not a player. Chris may not be a player ever again. And that's where we're going to let this adventure begin.
There is a knock upon the door, and footsteps approach, not expecting a visitor. It is after work hours. It is normally sunset, but with the endless rains that's been going on the last week or two, it's just darker and darker, grayer skies. The woman opens up the door and sees a bedraggled figure outside, covered in rain, matted hair hanging down over their face. And she doesn't recognize him for a moment and looks up and says, Galen?
Yeah, it's me.
Come in. Get out of the rain.
Galen shakes his cloak off to take the rain away and steps in.
You hear, who is it? It's nothing, Mother. It's okay. And she closes the door behind you. And she throws her arms around your neck and says, You're alive. You're alive.
I didn't even know if you would let me in.
She lets go and composes herself a little bit and fixes her hair and realizes she's gotten a little bit wet. You look different.
I feel weary.
You can sit down. Would you like something to drink?
I don't know that I can stay that long.
Why are you here then?
Well, I figured I owed you at least this. And it's been too long coming, frankly. I am so terribly sorry for everything.
How's the store? How's Tabonry?
I left it as you left it. I haven't been back. We've been on the road for some time. I don't know when I will make it back.
So why are you knocking on the door? What happened? It's all just, I don't know what to say. It's everything just got turned upside down, and everything I thought we were doing is gone.
Would you believe me if I told you that a powerful sorceress and seer told me and my friends that we were key to saving the world?
That sounds like something you would say.
I know. I know I haven't. I sometimes have these grand ideas about how the world should be. But it finally came together in this one ask, this clear picture of my place in this world and what I can do. And when somebody tells you you need to save the world, I don't think you can say no.
I also thought you had a place. I also thought you had a world with me. We had something good. We had something that was simple.
If I turned away from this, and in doing that, I caused you harm, caused anyone I loved harm, I couldn't live with myself. And the fact is, there are horrible things out there that you wouldn't believe. And somebody has to take a stand. Somebody has to stand up.
Yeah, but it's always you. Yeah, I've heard this before. We have to move and we got to get into Tabonry and you'll help me out with a store, but you want to be part of the guard because someone has to stand up for the people. And then once we had the store going, then it became, well, I'm going to help out with these friends of yours leaving town all the time. And it's always been like that. It's the same story.
And it was very unfair to you. And so I guess I'm here tonight because I just want you to hear me say that I know it's unfair. And I'm sorry. And this is a responsibility I can't turn away from. And Galen reaches out and grabs her hand and opens it up and drops his ring into it and then folds the hand closed. Says, "You deserve the happiness that you thought I could give you. And I want you to go seek that."
She looks down, hiding some sort of emotion from you, and then slowly walks away from you and to the door. And she opens up the door, pouring rain just pouring down endlessly, dirty street with running water down there, getting darker and darker. This is your world then out there.
I wouldn't trade a minute of what we had. And then Galen walks out.
You walk out into the rain. You think as you get pretty far away, you hear her call out your name. And by the time you look around, the door is closing.
Galen will slowly walk to find Hemlock.
Right. Hemlock, what are you up to, and with Galen or not?
I let him go on his way. I'm outside of the Clumsy Duck.
Okay.
It's nighttime. Surveying, scouting it out before I head in.
All right. You scout it out. You see, even before you got there, there are two guards outside the tavern that are waving patrons off as they come in. They look to be higher end guys, not just some hired thugs from this kind of middle lower class neighborhood. And over an hour or so, different carriages pull up, and out from them come hooded, rich looking folk that come in, a little bit of laughter, and they speak with the guards, hand something over or such, and then slip right on through. You notice someone else is scoping out the place, hiding in between an alley with a hood over their face, trying to keep all the rain out. And then you realize that they're spending about half as much time watching the place as they are watching you. And you may make a perception roll 22 for one more piece of information.
29.
29. You can see underneath the hood that this is someone you don't recognize, even though they're across the street. But it is someone who is elven and has some expensive looking necklace on that, again, does not fit the neighborhood.
Okay. Keeping my eye on that cloaked elven, I do want to get closer to the tavern to take a look.
All right. He's looking right at you.
Mm-hmm.
And then motions to you. A come here wave from across the street.
Okay.
Super subtle.
You waved to him.
I'll head over.
Okay. As you head over, he steps just 3 steps backwards more into the alleyway, the darkness of the alleyway. Just 3 steps.
I live in the darkness.
You step in, and this elf you've never seen before, says, "You are Hemlock?"
Who are you?
That's not important. I'm to give you this. And he hands you an envelope and a small, soft wrapped paper package with a cord around it.
Is it a silver cord?
No.
Just asking for friends.
A gift from a Pri.
Thank you very much.
And he nods and he scurries away down the alleyway, nervous.
The envelope's sealed.
Envelope is sealed. It is sealed. Society 15 might give you some information. Are you good with Society?
Nope.
All right.
10.
Okay. It is. You're finding out it's not edible.
Okay.
It's not a gummy. seal.
It is eating the envelope.
The other package, though, what is that?
You open it up. It is a hooded cloak that is nice and expensive looking and also has some heraldry on it. You may make a Society 16.
A natural 1.
You throw the robe in the ring.
It's not your family.
Lord Rykel's sigil.
All right. And
Fabric is itchy.
and now it is slightly torn.
Yeah. Awesome. In the darkness of the alley, I'll put the cloak on. But I still want to get a closer look. Actually, I'm not going to put that cloak on yet. I want to get a closer look inside the tavern, either going from through that alley to the back or to the side, somewhere where I can get a look inside.
Okay. You try to head around to the back. You see there is the only other entrance is in the back, and there are 2 guards posted out there looking bored and leaning against the wall.
Are there any windows?
There are windows at the front that have some lights, but some thin covered curtains. There's windows on the second story of this place, but you would be quite visible to see them.
Okay.
To be seen.
I'll go back around to the front.
All right.
And put that cloak on.
You do not disappear.
That's fine.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Only I hadn't torn it.
Yeah, let's see what happens. I'll go to the front and then have the envelope out.
Okay. You go to the front. There's 2 guards that look at you as you approach.
And I saw earlier that people were handing like some papers over.
Sure.
So I offer that envelope.
All right. The guard takes it and says, "Good evening."
Hello.
He looks at it. He opens up the seal. And he says, "Councilman Delacour, welcome." And he opens up the door.
Yeah.
Yeah. He did that in a minute.
Thank you.
Some naked, cloakless guy. Wait, no, that's mine.
And I walk in.
Okay, you go inside. There is a very narrow, like downtown Portland-esque, industrialized bar type environment that's pretty empty. You don't see any of the people that have been here. There is a servant woman who is scantily clad. You think serving may not be her primary job. She has a silver platter and some goblets of some wine, and she says, "Here for you," and offers you to take what you would like.
I take a glass of wine, but I don't drink it.
All right. And she motions down to some stairwell.
Okay.
We're going to get some damn eyes wide shut crap going on in here.
And just surveying the bar, it doesn't like there's not very many people.
There's no
Up
one
top.
in this but her.
Okay.
And there's another stairwell that goes up. You
Oh.
think to either rooms or a private residence, you're not sure which. But she's motioning to the other direction, stairs
So
down.
there's stairs like on one side
Yep.
that go down and stairs on the other side that go up.
Yep.
Okay. I'll go down.
Okay. You head down and you hear the sounds of music and some laughter. And as you head down, you see there is a large basement for storage, way oversized for this tavern. that has been recommissioned, if you will, for this nice big party. All the crates and stuff have moved off to the side. Some drapery and fine blankets have been covering all of them. There's some really nice tables that have been dusted off with tablecloths on them. There is a band of playing a flute and a mandolin, a little hand drum, and a we have a pan flute as well. We always got to have pan flute, and they're doing that. There's an elderly couple that's dancing, having a great time, and there's about maybe 15 people that are in here. The tables are arranged in a V shape with a central table that's in the middle of that, the base of that V. So a tight triangle, then, if you will, tall triangle. And people are laughing and having fun, and the appears to be a host of this party is a wealthy-looking guy, a little pudgy, and he sees you, comes down the stairs and gives you this nod and holds a glass to you and continues laughing and sharing a joke, and it's
like cheers him back.
All right.
But then I don't go up to him or anything. I just kind of skirt the edge of the crowd, kind of like looking, like trying to blend in a little bit.
Exactly like Councilman Delacour would do.
Yeah, make a society roll again, please.
I love these.
It's a good society blending roll.
An 18.
18. That is your society stealth roll as you start to.
Oh, I could roll stealth. Can I roll stealth?
No,
instead?
that is your society
Come
stealth
on.
roll.
Huh.
As you try to blend in with an 18, these guys are a little refined, so no one comes out to question you or anything, but just the frequent high fives you give just seem a little out of place.
Chet, what's up, bro?
Just
To the skinnily clad lady here.
there are, after some time, there is a little gong that is hit at the stairwell by a maitre d' type figure dressed to the nines, and then he says, "We are ready for the first course," and everyone starts to cheer and starts to take their seats. And you take the one remaining seat.
Okay.
It's like musical chairs, like you're kind of where?
There's not placards or anything?
No, there's no placards. Well, there are, but you can't read. And
perfect.
the courses are brought down by 6 topless, buxom women, much to the cheers of everyone at the table. And these are all wealthy people that are excited. And the course is brought out of some expensive cheeses from across Varennes, and more wine as well, and some sliced meats type of a thing. And a different song kicks in. And the gentleman at the foot of the table rises up. He says, before the song begins, hold on. I want to, ding, 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 ding. Hold on now. I want to thank everyone for coming to my birthday party. No, I know it's funny. Because I like to throw a lot of birthday parties each year, but this one is my birthday. And you're interrupting, Vaslov. Stop for a second. I'm talking. It's my birthday. And we've come here before in our younger days, and we drank the night hours, and I thought this would be a fitting place to just take it to a new level and have a lot of fun. I thank everyone for coming, and I know there's much to discuss, but right now, let's enjoy one another. And here, everyone holds up their glasses, except for Delacour, who's a little late to the rest of them. And then...
Bro!
And then they start serving out the food. The music kicks in again, and people start enjoying themselves. After more time, some incredibly expensive soup that is either incredibly enjoyed by Hemlock or wasted upon Hemlock. I don't know. What does he appreciate?
Oh, no, he'll eat he's not drinking anything, but he'll eat the food.
Does he appreciate the food?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You get a +1 on your next society roll.
Thanks.
It's refined.
The +4 will be great.
And then they start doing some strange little pin the tail on the donkey type thing, but it involves a dragon and 2 of the topless women, and we won't get into the details. We got to be on YouTube. and the party's in full swing. People are having fun, and someone comes over to you, a older gentleman, and he says, good evening. I don't think I've had the pleasure. I am Councilman Dusklin. I'm
Delacour.
That's
Make a roll.
That's what I was led to believe. It's a pleasure. I have not seen you in the council chambers before. I know we haven't met regularly. What is your take on the vote next week? It's quite an intriguing one, wouldn't you say?
It's pretty intriguing. I do try to stay out of some of this, though.
Come again?
You heard me.
Jesus. As a councilman, I try to stay out of politics.
Is there a little puddle on the floor?
So, does that mean you're going to abstain from the vote?
I haven't decided yet. Which way are you voting?
I'm voting for the orphanage, yes.
That's good. Like, who doesn't
conservative.
who doesn't love orphans, you know? Who doesn't want those little guys to get a chance?
As you are saying this, you see there are other conversations happening throughout. And across the table from you is another richly dressed guy who doesn't seem to be making his society roles easily. And you see he is the man that you seek, Lorsan.
I was just about to ask.
He is here in the party. He has seen you, briefly makes eye contact with you for like 1.5 seconds. Seems like an eternity from table to table. And then he goes back to trying to avoid conversation with the person next to him. What do you think about the rumors of royalty returning to Navarre?
I wouldn't put any faith in those rumors.
I agree. There's something about you, Delacour. Even with your anti-orphanage stance,
I'm not strictly anti-orphanage.
Oh, there's more. There's more you're against.
Some things that need to be ironed out in
general.
Oh, I can understand. You have no guest. Does that mean you enjoy freely?
I enjoy freely.
Oh. Not I anymore.
Do you know?
No. The lady is here with me. Those days are long gone, but...
Yeah? What was that?
He eyes you
What
up.
do you mean by that?
He
sir?
eyes you up. Oh, you devilish man, you. You are not abstaining from flirting.
I have no reason to abstain.
He
You just told me you had a reason, though.
He touches your shoulder delicately.
Delacourly.
Yeah. And I reached down and like put a hand on his hip.
All right. He says, well, the next time you are in the Silver Council Hall, you should come say hello.
Oh, I'll do more than that.
Oh. Well, I will bid you a good evening and return to my wife.
Oh, that's nice.
And he heads off.
Yeah. Now, like,
Now you start drinking wine.
no. People are wandering around, or is everybody still seated?
Half and half.
Okay, I'm gonna get up then, and then like start clumsily wandering around again.
Okay. You start clumsily wandering around.
Keeping like Lorsan is in my sights.
He is doing the same and finding a point within the party to converge with you.
It's very good.
Just keep circling each other.
And he closes in As you close in, he gets waylaid by someone bothering him, and he nods and pushes them away awkwardly, and then makes his way over to you. And with the band playing maybe 10 feet away, a couple that's dancing around you, you and Lorsan are in the middle of this party, face to face.
I'm gonna lean in to like his ear. And at the same time, I'm going to say something, but at the same time, I want to, if he has any weapon, I want to try to pickpocket him.
Okay. All right.
And mainly go in for his gun.
All right. So you were leaning in, and you start trying to pickpocket a weapon at the same time you say what?
Hello, old friend. We seem to meet again. I hope you remember me.
I do remember you. You were bleeding out in the sewer.
You didn't do a very good job of finishing me off.
Well, if you recall, I told you if I wanted you dead, you would be
You
dead.
should have killed me.
I gave you a warning that day. I told you there's only room in the kingdom for one such as us, and that you should stay well clear. You did not heed my advice.
No, I did not. I have no respect for you or your advice.
I see my respect I've shown you. The professional courtesy seems to be wasted.
Yeah.
Make a thievery roll before you roll. A thievery roll with a 15. No, that's 15 plus. It's a 29.
Wow.
I rolled an 8, which would give me a 25. I'm going to use a hero point and re-roll.
What's your thievery at?
17.
All right.
Wow. So it's possible. You could do this.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. It's not, didn't work.
All right. He grabs at your hand as you start tugging on his pistol.
We can play this however you want.
Although it is this kind of party.
Derek immediately started typing.
He's typing show titles. He grabs onto your hand and then pushes it away and says, well, do you want to do this now or after the party? I have some business I still need to attend to.
I have no interest in your business. And I have no interest in this party any longer.
Councilman Desklin. Oh.
He says, there's a blacksmith shop down at the corner. I'll meet you there.
See you there.
And he heads to the birthday boy to say something to him.
I sneak out.
Okay. Make a perception roll, and your target number is going to be high again.
29.
Nope, it's not. It's 31.
Oh, shoot.
Okay, you head out. As you head out, the attractive servant at the entrance of the bar up above says, is everything all right, sir, leaving so early?
Just need a smoke.
All right. And you head out. The guards stamp your hand as you go out, and you head out, and you head over towards this blacksmith's place. All right. It looks closed. Someone's hasn't been there for at least a week or so. It's dark as heck, with just some street light bleeding in from the outside. And you wait not too long. About 10 minutes later, you hear some splashing of footsteps through the rain, and in comes a red-cloaked Lorsan, now in his original cloak, with his pistol at his side. And he strides in.
Let's get after it.
He says, as you wish. He Michael Beans to the side in Tombstone and puts a bit of his cloak off to the side and puts his hand on his pistol, eyeing you closely.
Yeah, I've taken the other cloak off, and so I'm just in my armor, and I have my four guns
Okay.
in my bandolier.
All right, you have more guns than he. 4 times the amount of guns.
Do you need to count?
Nope.
The rain continues to fall. It is just the patter of that rain on a tin roof behind you is the loudest sound. You hear a wagon off in the distance hit a rut in the road and splash as the two of you just stare at one another, him staring more at your hands. And you have a choice to make in this standoff, Hemlock. Your choice is to draw first or draw second. If you draw first, you get a +5 to an initiative roll, but you will be a -3 to hit.
Okay.
If you choose to go second, he will get the +5, but the -3 to hit. What
I'll
would
go
you like?
second.
You'll go second.
Mm-hmm.
You wait, and you wait, and the nerves start to get to him. And finally, he draws. Roll initiative. You get to roll it all yourself.
Rolled a 13.
A total of 13?
No, my dice is a 13.
And then whatever's your perception.
So 30.
30. He got a 39. Boom! His shot goes off lightning fast. He has a -3 chance to hit, and he's going to get a couple of attacks off because he's going to fire 3 times with a initial blow of 20 to hit.
Nope.
Second shot's a 19 and then a 23. Nervously, he shoots, and if they go nowhere near you, as he's got a fast firing.
You just walk
gun.
up.
Boom. I'm sorry, the third. He had to reload in between. So he reloaded shot as you're getting out your pistol. So you only got the 2 shots off.
Okay.
It is your turn. 3 actions.
Oh, well, shoot. 39 to hit.
Is a critical hit.
That's different.
Uh-oh.
I don't want to roll.
Still counting. He's in the 50s.
He's been literally saving up these rolls for so long.
46 points of damage.
All right. You hit him hard. He's taken the blow. You have 2 more actions.
I'll shoot again. With a 19.
Is a miss. It is a new round. Let's roll initiative again. No modifiers.
You have one more action.
Oh, you said
two
another one.
actions.
How are you firing all these?
Quick fire.
Quick fire. And,
And a quick draw, and then 10 paces.
Okay.
Which gets me those. And I will drop both those guns.
Okay.
And look them in the eye.
Let's free action.
I'm good with that.
Okay.
Was your first hit with the gun that had the fire rune in it?
They all share the runes.
So persistent fire damage?
Oh, yeah. I have a +10 persistent fire damage.
Okay.
He also needs to make a couple rolls.
Okay.
He needs to make a fort save.
Fortitude save is 26.
Don't worry about that.
Okay.
No, I only have a 25.
Is that a success?
okay.
Oh, okay.
And then the frost rune is I can't remember what the save on that. It's right here. He needs to make a another fortitude save.
Okay. Critical success.
Don't worry about any
All
of
right.
that then.
But he is alighted upon fire.
Yep.
All right. He is burning and starts. Yes.
Sorry, do you have a weapon specialization? Like it?
Yeah, that he passed both of them.
He starts patting out the fire. He takes 10 more points of damage, which you can roll.
6.
All right. He stumbles backwards, patting himself out, fumbling for another bullet, and says, "Let's call it there."
We'll call it a draw.
Quick draw.
Okay.
I'll fire on him.
Then we're gonna have to roll initiative then.
Okay.
I
Go
see a
for it.
gunslinger wearing a red cloak. I kill the man wearing it.
He did put out the fire, by the way. All right. An initiative.
Did that take
By throwing off the
actions?
cloak.
What's that?
Did that take any actions?
I'm gonna give it to him for free.
a natural 20 for initiative.
And I rolled a natural 1 for initiative.
So give it back to him.
You get to go. You get 5 actions.
Okay.
Jesus.
Well,
Bring
first
enough
one,
ammunition?
He's
first one will
stumbling.
be-
The bullets are falling to the muddy ground.
quick draw. Oh shit, that's a terrible roll. 24 to hit.
Miss. Didn't have to be this way.
29 to hit.
Is a hit.
He's reaching for bullets. His hand
21
gets hit.
points of damage.
Okay.
Jesus.
21.
That's 2 actions.
Yep.
Okay.
And on fire again.
Nope.
No,
Nope.
not dead.
I'll reload,
All right.
and then fire on him
Okay. Your last action
with the 21 to hit.
is a miss. He rises up determined and blasts away at you. Natural 20.
Okay.
Oh, shoot.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
He's got 7 runes on his gun.
All right. 36 points of damage.
Weak.
Boom. Blasts away through the rain. He then reloads, holds up another pistol, and blasts a second shot with a 28 to hit.
That hits.
16 points of piercing damage. It is a whole new round. Roll initiative again. 32.
That beats my 20.
Okay. Bum. Reloads, fires, and reloads. His one shot to try and end this, to save himself, is another critical hit. Natural 20.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Your binary dice over there just flipping coins.
I know. 34 points of damage.
Okay.
You still alive?
Oh yeah.
He's a level 9
He
now.
reload. How much health do you have left?
10.
Oh, God.
Oh my god.
Take what could be your last 3 actions.
We'll call it a draw.
I'm going to take out an elixir of life.
Wait, that's not allowed.
No, he throws it up and shoots it.
To take it out and drink is 2 actions.
Yep, 31 points of healing.
Okay.
And then I still have a loaded pistol, so I will fire that.
Okay. Good luck.
29 to hit.
Is a hit.
18 points of damage.
He is badly wounded, blood dripping out from underneath his red cloak. You can see it mixing even in the darkness with the rainwater below, but he is still standing. It is a new turn. We have initiative to roll. Might I recommend you win this initiative?
Might be helpful.
Might be.
32.
Oh my god.
Natural 20.
Yeah, buddy.
You get 4 actions.
Reload.
You're no Daisy. You're no Daisy at all.
37.
Is exactly what you needed for a critical hit. He has 29 hit points remaining.
Not any longer.
Counts longer than 5 seconds.
Oh.
Now he's dead.
Two max damage on the 3 10-sided dice.
72 points of damage.
72?
Gallagher enters the conversation.
This has been a long time coming.
Yeah.
The scene is yours, Seth.
Oh, perfect. So he's kind of dragging along a little bit. We're both not doing great. To be fair, this was a good fight. But yeah, I hit him and he goes down to one knee, drops his gun. I walk over to him and kick him down to the ground, rip his red cloak off of him. You should have killed me. And then he bleeds out.
Okay.
And I will take his red cloak, I will take his gun, and I will also see what else he has on him.
I thought it was going to be some cool walk away into the range.
Straight up.
Loot
Thug
the bodies.
All right. Yes, you can take his cloak. His gun is not as good as yours.
I figured.
It's a concussive fatal D10. Does not have any runes on top of it at all in any way. He does have a sizable amount of cash, though, in a slightly unwieldy form, and that is where
Giant ruby.
a
I was going
gold
small
bars.
child, but
thin
Those are worthless.
gold bar, 1,000 gold.
Wow.
Jeez.
I did say
Okay.
gold bar.
Good guess.
Which was, by the way, wrapped in a paper that had writing on it that is run in the rain.
Okay. I'll drop the paper on his body and walk off
Okay.
to where I was going to meet up with Galen.
All right.
I want there to be a guard in the rain who just watch the whole thing and just go, it's life in the city.
Okay, you run into Galen later on that evening.
Did you hear the 20 gunshots in town earlier?
You look
You know
a little
what?
worse for wear, sir.
I was hoping to never see you again.
Roll initiative.
This went dark quick.
Well,
You're a dummy.
you're not going to get rid of me that easily.
I don't want to get rid of you, but I want a better life for you.
Well,
I want a better life for Amaryl.
well, she's going to have a better life because I
Not
gave
without
her
you.
that.
And your life's not going to be better without her.
You know that I can't turn away from this responsibility. I can't.
Shouldn't be able to turn away from that responsibility either.
What's done is done. You all right?
I'm wearing that red sash now. I'm fine.
Looks good on you.
Mm.
Red suits you.
Thank you.
Do you want a bandage for that persistent burn?
Want to get drunk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's get drunk.
It is some days later,
Yeah, buddy, we tied one on. Let's go.
and we are in Edlin home at the Quintiliance General Store. And Zaldor,
Bagging oranges.
what are all your titles again, Zaldor?
Zaldor, Wizard of the Seventh Tower, Keeper of the Wind Spheres over the Thousand Isles.
Is awkwardly helping do inventory in the general store, moving things from one side to another, counting it, throwing out stuff that's expired.
17, 18, 19. Is this a persimmon? 19 persimmons? Is that right? Did I get this one right?
If you got the number right, that is the correct name for that fruit.
Oh, good.
Now on to the rice. One.
We do that by weight.
I hold it all then. Lifting the right. Oh, right. I will.
Scales.
You can do the scales and I will do the rice. This is fun. What a good time we're having in Edlin home. So glad we're in Edlin home counting rice.
Dragon flying overhead. But we have our
The sarcasm wilts the nearby flowers.
Your father, Nibon Quintilians, enters, and he says, doing inventory. Oh, Zaldor! Her stew, her legendary stew. That was a good one, wasn't it?
It was the one that I had at the time. Yes! I did love a good stew. It has been 7 hours since we had stew before, if I recall.
We don't sell that fruit.
Is this not the persimmons? I counted all 18 of them. Is this?
We don't sell that. So,
Did you have a question?
yes, your mother keeps asking, and I guess I'm kind of curious myself. We like having you here.
You want us to go?
No, I want you to stay. She wants you to stay.
We want you to go.
But what's your plan? We've had this conversation so many times in your past, but now I'm even more curious. And you have this friend, Zaldor?
Wizard of the Seventh Tower, keeper of the wind spheres over the thousand isles,
Your roommate.
and counter of the persimmons.
Weigher of the rice.
Weigher of the rice now.
Could you put those out with the rest of the persimmons out on the outside?
That's where I got them from.
Wonder.
Okay.
Yes.
He
comes over to you quietly. What exactly is Zaldor to you? Some sort of mentor?
There are whispers.
The whole town is abuzz.
People are beginning to ask. It's a small town, Jericho.
We will always love you.
I feel fully aware of the relative size of the town. But what exactly? You keep asking new questions and then moving on to a new question before I could answer the last question.
That's my curse. I'm always infinitely curious. Where are you go? I don't know. There's a house for rent here in town. Have your adventures and your performances allowed you any kind of affluence?
Do you remember when I handed you that pile of gold and you made me take it back?
Yes.
Yeah, there's more.
Perhaps that might suit things, and then you could be close, but not so.
So, is the big question like the what's next?
No,
Okay.
It's just that, you've been gone.
Yeah.
And your mother and I have just grown to a new level of comfortability.
Are we interrupting your sex life?
No. No.
yes.
The mothers from the back room.
Yes. Not mine. No, it's just we had plans for your room, how we've just been approaching life in a new way.
We're just visiting.
Oh, okay. No, keep checking them some more if you would.
I found what I
Count
think
them
is
again if you would.
It's an avocado, I think.
We
in
don't
this
sell
one.
the avocados.
I found
Where
it
is
right
he
under
getting
that.
this?
I'm gonna get the other ones. I'll bring them in. I can shop things. I'm good at merchants. This reminds me of a time when I was actually
Go
not
tell the
better than
persimmons that story.
He's having a conversation with no one.
Because if you realize what
I'm still just not clear on what your question is.
I guess I'm not clear on what you're going to be doing. What are you? What's your plan?
So the group of us that have been that overthrew the Queen of Thave. I told you that story. We blew up the big rock in the palace.
I love your stories. Yes.
That's. I'm not sure how you're using the word story. I'm using the word story as a thing that I did last month. That's how I'm using the word story.
Sure.
And that's what camels are for, I said, because it's the holy part. There's 7 more.
Maybe it would help if we step outside real quick.
But that's where he is.
I'll show you a little bit of something that happened.
All right.
All right. We're gonna step outside on the
This
outback.
tree drops fruit all by itself. I wonder, in fact, if we should really be selling these persimmons at all. It seems like everyone can come get them for free.
And I'm gonna, as we go out there, Zaldo, my dad apparently thinks that like the stuff that I talked to him about, the stuff that we did, he thinks they're like the stories from songs. And
Yes,
such.
they are tales of legend. They are epics in
but he
what
also
we've
thinks
done.
that they're not very true.
Well, they don't sound true at all because who but us,
Okay,
these
just
great
wait.
heroes, could actually complete such amazing tasks?
So let me just show you. Do you see that boulder out there, Dad, out back towards the trees?
Yes.
All right. And I'm gonna blow it up. Just wait.
What?
And he's gonna cast a 4th level Inner Radiance Torrent over the course of 2 rounds at that boulder.
All right. Describe what that looks
And
like.
so again, he's just gonna pull in, and you'll hear him start to hum these very discordant tunes into his hands. And as he does the
Can we do
sound,
the discordant hum for you real quick?
Yeah, please do.
Chris, start.
No, we're harmonizing. No.
And holds it up and as he does, it turns into this silver and blue ball of energy in his hands that he pulls apart. And as he does, he kind of Hadoukens it straight out, and it blasts about 100 feet out into this boulder, and just
Oh
the
my!
boulder just shatters.
That's amazing.
So that I'm not telling you stories
When
of
are you
pretend
leaving?
things, and I know it's hard for you to believe, but these are things that me and my friends have actually been doing. We've seen horrible things, and I've held friends who've died in my arms.
Truly amazing what you just did there.
And
What else can you do? I mean, think of the showmanship level that you and I together, we could have a performance at the Thankful Lodge tonight.
we could, but I think that shortly, Zaldo and I are going to be meeting up with some of our other friends. They were talking about heading east, west.
Tabonry, we're heading down south.
I mean,
to
like big goal. What?
You mean after Tabonry?
Yeah.
Well, we haven't met with our friends to discuss that full plan.
No, but someone that talked about heading. There was a war. There's a war going on in some direction, and there's.
That sounds terrible.
Well, Callie and Varro was talking about there was an ancient evil that was rising up.
There is? Zeller sits down on the ground. What evil?
Tell us this story.
He starts building the ball of energy again.
But
Bye.
I think we're going to be trying to stop the thing that took Dash away.
Well, you can't go before you and I have put on a show. My singing, your ukulele. I never imagined when I got you that first little toy ukulele that you'd be doing illusions like this. It's amazing. We can do something where, like at the beginning of the song, you let loose some big sparkles, and then we get into the song, and then at the crescendo, you really let loose with more sparkles, and then you finish with that. We can like bring our own stone, and then we can have that broken up. We don't want to mess with someone else's, and then man, that would get everyone's attention.
No, that'd be fun.
Great.
Who the hell broke my stone?
That boulder's been in my family for 37 generations.
The family stone.
My
And
last name is
Sly.
Boulder.
I own pretty much everything.
He says, "Great. Then let's do the bunny with no hat. We'll do that old one tonight."
Okay.
Wonderful. You still remember it, right?
Sure. No, I remember all the old songs.
Wonderful. This is going to be amazing. I'm going to let everyone know. Will you keep doing the work, whatever she's got you doing? And he walks off. Amazing.
I don't think he believes you actually destroyed that boulder with your own magic.
Yeah.
Does that happen a lot? You seem to be very accepting of his dismissive behavior, though he did seem excited.
That's all right. I think maybe it's better if they stay here, not knowing all the bad stuff in the world.
Jericho, I'd like to tell you something. That's all right.
You probably will anyway.
It's been on my mind for at least 3 nights that we've been here. How long have we been here? 4 nights?
Oh, 2.5 weeks.
Yes, it's been about that long. I don't want to be here anymore. I don't mean to say that in a bad way, because I know this is your home, and I imagine that connecting back with your family and your roots, which is exactly what I suggested you do, has probably been very helpful for you, and very possibly awakening.
So when do you want to leave?
As soon as possible would be just fine with me. My cabin is ready, as are all of my travel spells, and I have counted those persimmons 7 times. They are not changing their numbers.
Grab a couple. We'll need them for the road.
Gonna mess up inventory.
Oh no!
No, they don't sell them anyway, apparently.
If you can perhaps make your goodbyes before or after the amazing performance tonight, we can...
Yeah, you want to wait that long?
I do not.
We can go. I wasn't sure I wanted to come back in the first place. But I guess it's for the best that I did. You know, when Dash and I and Galen and Yannick and Hemlock all got together, I really always felt like I was not worthy to stand with them. They were all the heroes.
And you were just the sidekick playing their epic tales.
Yeah. Guess I don't feel that way anymore.
Glad to hear it. Come along, sidekick.
You know, your head looks like a boulder with that hat on.
That's hurtful. It's a hurtful thing to say.
Looking more
You just
boldly
destroyed
by the moment. All right. What is your plan, Jericho? What are you guys doing?
We're gonna gather our stuff and walk north out of that. Or actually just head out.
just like randomly disappear in a direction.
Well, there's the woods are that way. But no, I don't think he would be that rude. I think he'll just go up to his parents with the satchel packed, and it'll be very like Bilbo after his party. It'll just be it's time for us to be going.
Your mother says, "I understand. It's been good to see you, and I hope you come back soon and are safe in your journey." And she gives you a hug.
I will hug her
One hug.
Is there a squeeze? Is there a duration of squeeze? Is it
The appropriate amount.
Sure.
It's more.
They're there.
3 gentle pats.
Your father says, "You can't go. We have a show tonight. I just told everyone in town to be there. You've got your big flashy rock thing. I have that weird big-headed kid bringing in a rock into the lodge."
It'll be wonderful.
His name is Eldor.
It'll be wonderful, Dad.
Yeah. So put that bag down.
I'll see you when I get back.
Okay?
and I love you. You just finish with that one. And I love you. Try that.
Well, I mean, we're friends, but I don't know. I'm not that
I
place with you yet, Zelnor.
Trust the age. Back to your dad, and I love you.
Oh, I thought
Yeah, I know.
that was feeling awkward.
I appreciate that.
No. Hey, Dad.
Yes.
I love you. Mom, I love you. I'll be back as soon as I can.
All right. I'll see you in a little bit. It's going to be great.
It'll be quite the show.
All right. And you head out.
Yes.
Okay.
For Tabonry.
You head out. You walk down the road and boom. Grab at the back of your head, taking 1 point of blunt bludgeoning damage as a rock hits you. Oh, there goes Jericho. Your old parents couldn't stand you, says Fennec.
How far away are they? asking for a friend.
25 feet away.
25 feet away. Without turning around, Zaldor is going to
Oh, did we make you cry?
reach into his pocket.
You look so sad, little Jerry.
Put out a little. It feels like a ball of water almost, but it drops right into the ground, and he casts telekinetic projection to throw the rocks off the ground behind him in a small arcing wave towards the sound of the voice.
Okay.
That was there. I believe it's Fennec.
Fennec and friends are there. So you're casting a spell,
Yeah, just a little spell, little cantrip, little telekinetic projection.
and he has to make a reflex save, I'm assuming.
I believe
Yeah,
he
no,
does.
it's level
All
1
right.
bully
It's
versus
actually it's an AC.
Level 0.
It's an AC.
It's an AC attack.
All
so
right. He has an armor class of 12.
Let me just make sure I got. Okay, that's
Critical.
it's a little higher than I wanted it to be. Don't know if it's a good idea to roll a hero point. To make
Took
that a
out the
little less.
school.
The orphanage.
I mean, I only rolled a 28, but that's quite a bit higher than
Yeah.
a 12.
Yeah.
Uh,
So what was the
You
what
have
was
to
the effect
declare
of the spell?
non-fatal.
I will declare a
Can you do
non-fatal.
those
I
spells?
mostly
I
just
don't
want
know.
to. I want to tremble up the rocks around him quite a bit.
Okay.
Not necessarily create damage so much as just a bit of a quicksand and flying rocks around them.
Okay.
Picked a bad day to cast this damaging spell, man.
All right, and he's what is this? What's going on? What are you doing? And he starts swatting at the rocks, and it's an earthquake. And they panic and run off.
No damage roll?
No.
Great, we'll keep that. That's a good idea. Let's put all of those D6 away.
Yeah, at your level, stabilize would probably kill someone.
You guys head off and leave the town of Edlin home behind as it fades away into the woods as you walk down the road south towards Tabonry. Jericho, you look back. What's a final thing you might say to yourself or out loud looking back upon your home as you head away?
You know, he's gone through so much. And I think he's just really thinking that he's not the same person who left this town the last time. And there's a little side of him. I think we all think that at some point, with anywhere you've been a lot, that at some point in your life, you leave a place for the last time. And he's just, as he's walking, he's wondering if this is that last time.
Hmm.
And as he gets outside of town, he's going to use his messenger ring. And he's going to cast it. He sits there thinking, okay, Galen, Hemlock, Galen, Hemlock. Which one to cast it to? And he ends up casting it to Hemlock because he knows Galen's going to go see Emerald. He's not sure whether he's coming back or not. He ends up casting one to Hemlock, saying, we're just leaving Edlin home for Tabonry now. And kind of mentions what the day it is, and then his little critter kind of appears, arcane critter appears, solidifies, gives him the message, and then flies up.
All right. And we will take our break there. We'll be right back to continue on and see where they go next. All right, we are back. Thanks so much for joining us. If you want to consider supporting the show, check out patreon.com/ingloriousbards. A few bucks there a month really helps us out, keeps things going. We've got new equipment that we need to get or stuff that breaks down, and you get access to a bunch of after shows where we talk about everything that we just happened in an adventure and some great one-shots. What was our last one? More kobolds ran by Jeremy.
Yeah.
That was great. All right. It is some time later, and we are in the city of Tabonry in the middle of the kingdom of Navarre. There, it is 10 o'clock in the morning. Jericho and Zaldor are rubbing the sleep out of their eyes still, and they are in Peg's Tavern. Peg's Tavern is a known place, hangout for our heroes. There is a second story to it, and which overlooks almost like a circular balcony down to the rest of the tavern down below. You guys have your usual table there, and you both can make a perception roll. 23.
Ooh. Feel perception-y? No, I do not.
27.
Okay. You see that there is one weird guy who you've seen here many times in the past who just likes eating oatmeal. He's nothing of note, but there is a different...
But the spicy oats are. Come down to Peg's Tavern for spicy oats. The only place in Tabry where the oats are also spicy. Spicy oats at Peg's.
There's another gentleman, though, and you haven't seen before. Not unusual. You haven't been here at Peg's in a while, but he seems to be paying more attention to you than his own food. He's got a thin, scraggly-looking beard, and he kind of has a, fussy, well-to-do dress vibe to him. I don't know, what the hell was that action for, Christopher?
You said fussy.
You're fussing like a baby. He needs nappies. But he's just paying you a little bit of attention, and then when he sees you looking at him in his direction, he goes back to eating his little breakfast that was provided. Some time goes by, and
we can't go say hi?
You cannot, because the door opens and more people come in. These you know. It is none other than Galen, a thaumaturge extraordinaire, seeing a little more single than you last saw him.
Isn't that obvious?
And Lorson in his red cloak come to find more victims.
Firebolt!
And
You're wearing the cloak? I thought you were just walking.
Oh, that's a trophy.
He's sporting it.
The talented Mr. Hemlock.
And the all four heroes are together again in the Peg's Tavern. You guys head upstairs, and you're all sitting at the
That
table.
sounds weird.
Yeah.
Oh, Jericho, my friend, I'm so happy to happy to see.
Did you have too much spicy oatmeal?
No, this guy has got no sea legs whatsoever. We no sooner got on
It doesn't seem like the problems with
one of
his
the
legs.
toadies' boats, and he was on all fours,
It hasn't stopped for days.
going off the edge.
Oh, he's barfing because of the boat.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's kind of funny.
Little hair of the dog will fix it. I'm really pleased to see you.
Well, it's good to see you too. I went back home. I gave that note to you, to your family.
How'd they look?
They look super duper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's your family?
Of the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't seem terribly enthused.
I'll always be 12 to them. Yeah, I tried to tell them what all we did, but they just thought it was another song.
Small towns.
Yeah, but I think that's maybe best that they don't. I mean, we've seen some things. And it's maybe best that the small towns gotta stay small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people have some peace happiness.
Yeah. I mean, there's some stuff that I wish I had never seen. But we did, and we killed some people, and we blew some stuff up, and overthrew some governments, and, freed some slaves, and...
That was good times. Good times.
Yeah.
Hey, Zaldor.
Galen, you look horrible. How are you?
Do you want a persimmon?
I think you nailed it.
I'll take a persimmon.
We have 12 left.
12. Oh, thank you so much.
That fell off of a tree 3 days ago. I'd just be just about right.
It's way better than spicy oats.
Do not let hear Pig say that. What did I just say? Do not let Pig hear you say that.
How much have you had to drink already?
He has been drinking so much.
There was nothing in Edlinholm. The Tabonry has got plenty of wine. It's got very good wine. And spicy oats. Spicy oats! The only place you can find them is Pegs. Come to Pegs and Spicy Oats, where all the oats are spicy.
Hey,
First.
Mark,
Yeah.
I know you just got here. But do you see the guy who's got the 14-year-old's beard over there?
Wondering where that sentence was going.
14-year-old's beard.
Does everyone say
I mean,
my
I know
beard?
who you're talking about. The guy who keeps looking over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna go say hi. I think he wants my autograph. He's been
Oh.
since before you got here. He's been watching, and
Yeah.
I'm kind of famous.
You are very famous.
But if he tries to do something, could you shoot him right in the
Yep.
face?
In the face? Yep.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
His guns are now named Kidney,
Yeah.
Back, Face.
Face. And
And-
butthole.
we remember that's called the boo-boo hole.
Yeah.
So,
Anyone but that one.
hearing this, Galen will get up and casually just stroll over and stand next to the door.
So I'm gonna go walk and kind of do the classic kind of gnome / hobbit / halfling thing. You walk to the table the guy's at, and you get to you don't Riker the seat, but you actually step up on the seat and then step up onto the table.
Okay.
Because that way you're closer to eye with the guy, right? So you're kind of like standing right here to talk to this guy, and I'm just gonna go up there and go, "How are you doing this fine day?"
Excuse me, you're standing on my breakfast.
Well, I'm saying-
Spicy Oats at Peg's Tavern, the only place.
That's Zaldor.
It's a paid
I'm sitting near
sponsorship.
your breakfast. I made
We're
sure
not
to not.
paying you for any more ads.
I made sure to not step actually in your food because that would have been rude. But you seemed like you wanted to meet, so I wanted to facilitate that. My name is Jericho.
Oh. He gets out a scroll case, unscrews a little top,
You've been served.
gets out a piece of paper, gets out an inkwell and a quill. May I have your autograph, please? And slides the materials over to you.
I'm gonna look at what that is.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't sign it before you read it.
Jericho doesn't know that advice. Extends revenge! Make a society roll -4. You,
I just want to say that when he was upset about his society only being the +4, I was like, +4, that is such a huge plus.
compared to
When I
yours.
look at mine,
+4 when I had the +1.
that's still huge.
It says, receipt of delivery.
I have not received any delivery.
And he says, right. And he slams down a hand he has kept hidden in a pocket. And
A
there-
what?
He kept
Hand?
like a
ham.
severed hand.
He slams down his hand.
Okay.
He had covered in a pocket
Okay.
with something inside his hand. It is severed, though. But no.
Also, a hand is in his hand.
It's
I
Vegs,
lost this
baby.
That hand is holding a ham. That's weird.
And there is a small little wooden box there, also with a little cord wrapped around it.
Who is this from?
6 days. I've been waiting. 6 days.
Well, you should have come said hi.
Can you sign this so I can be done?
Who's it from?
I don't know.
Okay, well, I'm gonna look at the paperwork. Does it give me any indication who's it from?
You look at the paperwork. No.
Oh, I'm gonna grab the box,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna go walk back to my friends.
And he says, hold on. I need you to write your mark in there.
All right. I'm gonna go kind of sit the box down among everyone. Someone sent me or us a box.
I think the guy wants you to sign for it.
I'm not really sure why I would do that.
He's coming
Because you
over,
received it. He
wielding
just needs
quill and
proof
paper.
that you received it.
Roll for initiative.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, he saw.
He
that
was
I
paid
received-
to deliver it to you. He needs to take back to his boss proof that he delivered it to you, or he could have just thrown it in
Don't
there.
make me explain chain of custody to you.
Oh, like he won't get paid.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll do that. Come
He's
here.
right behind you.
I almost wet myself. Don't do that. I'm a nervous fella, and I'll sign something.
All right.
My name ish.
He says, thanks. Walks off. 6 days.
It's like a vacation. Guys, I got a box.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Then
What's in it?
I'm gonna cast detect magic.
You cast detect magic. You detect. Make an Arcana roll.
So good at these. And this
It's gonna be high though.
this die plus one. This die plus one.
31 is your target number.
Okay. 7.
7 total, or 7 is what you rolled?
No, the
plus?
die has a 6.
Okay.
So the total's a 7.
Okay. You there's nothing out of the ordinary there at all to worry about.
Okay. Then I think it's fine. So
All
I'm
right.
gonna. Is it like you said? It had like a little something tied around it? or
Yeah, just a little string wrapped around it.
I'm gonna untie the
let
string.
it be a baby mimic.
A mimic.
I'm gonna untie the string,
All right, you untie the string.
and then it's a little box. Does it look easy to open?
Yes, very much so.
I'm gonna open it right up.
All right, No, you open it up. Inside, you see a folded piece of paper on top of a simple, kind of plain, cheap-looking medallion with an insignia upon it.
Do I recognize the insignia at all?
Make a 20-sided die roll.
I will do so. I rolled a 4.
No.
Can I add my society to it and make it a 5?
I will track the skills. Thank
Okay.
you very much.
Can anybody else take a look at the?
Sure.
I will take it out and kind of lay it on the table in front of us.
All right. Zaldor should definitely make a roll.
What's me? What's the thing? I'll take a look at
The
it.
spicy oatmeal roll.
Is it gonna bite you?
I think it's unfortunate that everyone addresses your drunkenness as alcohol when you could be having a neurological event.
Thank you for understanding.
I'm just saying.
This one gets it.
He's not even there, Zaldor.
This guy's got some good advice right here. Maybe so listen to him.
Since Christopher's new character is the actuary.
Y'all don't get me. This guy.
He's the voice in Zaldor's head.
That's awesome.
You're okay. What did you roll?
I
Have
rolled
another drink. You're funny
I rolled
when you
society,
drink.
right?
I didn't tell you that.
Galen.
I rolled a 16.
A 16. You were rolling Society or Arcana, and you succeeded then with a 37 by my math.
That is correct.
Ooh.
And I didn't have to.
So
I have
that's higher than
assurance.
my 5.
If it's Arcana, I'll just like, meh.
You identify this as a symbol that denotes the city of Corindel.
Ooh! Ooh! And that is the sound that you hear.
When he gets too excited.
He's having a stroke. Everybody back.
Yeah, seriously.
You were right after all.
To the invisible man.
To Peg.
It's spreading. Where is Corindel on our map?
Fantastic question that you don't see it up there because Corindel is in the dead center of Azamir,
Yes, it is.
the island of the wizards hiding behind the Mithril Veil. I have always wanted to go to Azamir. I've always wanted to see it and wonder if I might even be able to find another of the Towers of Selection there. I'm very excited and exceptionally sober now to find out what's inside behind the symbol.
Does Aldor say all
You're
that?
all banned.
That's so good that I didn't get a higher roll because Jericho would have no idea what Azamir is. It's like, is that a skin disease? I think my uncle had that once. It cleared up with some persimmon. I'm going to open up the little piece of paper.
All right. You open up the piece of paper in, there is a message there written in common.
Oh, I can read that.
And the message reads, Iron Water Fort. Now you are not expected, but needed.
Is there any signature or anything at the end?
No.
Do I recognize the handwriting or anything else about it?
No.
Hey team, who was it the last time we were at the top of the Iron Water Fort? I know it was Dash.
Oh, I was up there.
I was not.
I don't
Genki
believe I
was
was.
there, right?
Yannick was there.
I think
So
it was,
just me
no, and
and
Yannick.
half of you.
Yeah. So
In memories, yeah.
Or was it
Okay, wait.
Kiri?
Those
Secret
Thawne.
internal
was
Jericho.
Thawne.
oh, that
roll.
was Thawne. That was.
Oh, that's a 15. He knows who that would be then. It's like, oh my, it's that lady again. That's where.
Well, let's go.
Do we probably have to?
What else
Yes.
you gotta do today?
We are going to see Yannick, of course. That's why we all decided to gather in Tabonry.
That's why you got drunk. Yes, that's what you were saying.
Other reasons, but to see Yannick and to reconnect as we're doing after a month apart is a part of that.
What was the last thing Yannick said to you?
See me at the temple. No, I hope to see you at the temple. No, I am at the temple. Come, no.
Jericho,
Come to-
what was the last thing Yannick said to you?
I quit.
Suck it, I'm out. With
Screw you guys. I'm going home.
The very last thing. Well, it was way after you guys left because you guys left for Muscon, and then it was a really awkward long walk. Like he stayed like a little ways away from us, but we walked all the way here from where so you guys went off that way, and then we kept going this way, and we all went here, but like he was like, I'm gonna be here while you guys are here, and like we're gonna be separated. So like a couple times he said things like, we should camp here, and a couple other times he said things like, that's the sound of a wolf. And there was one time where he said, I gotta pee.
Does this look infected to you?
And that was the last thing he ever said.
I think the last thing he said is, this is where we part. But that's because we were coming to Peg's Tavern and he was going over to his temple place to do whatever he did.
How long ago was that?
13 days, 7 hours, and like 8 minutes.
Oh,
As the crow flies.
wow.
Well, because you guys went to Muscon, we went up to my house, and were greatly misunderstood and counted persimmons.
Well,
Why do you seem surprised? He told us he was finished.
just figured you'd been in town. You might have checked up on him.
Well, no, we just got back in town.
And couldn't wait for those
last
spicy
night.
oats. Spicy oats!
Oh,
Wait,
sorry. Spicy oats.
you guys
at Peg's
should-
Tavern, the only tavern with oats that are spicy.
You guys
want your
should have known
spicy
right when
oats?
we were getting back
Please
in town.
do not
'cause I-
treat
I
him
sent
like a
you all the
wizard,
bird
Papa.
messages.
You sent us messages?
Yeah, all the birds that came and gave you messages.
We didn't get any
Son
bird
of birds.
messages. We told you we'd meet you here in a month, and it's a month to the day.
Magic is stupid.
Sometimes.
Jericho is so much older and jaded than he was a month ago. We're heroes. We did it. Magic is dumb. And parents suck, and I'm never going home again.
Just leave me alone in my room.
We finally broken him! Yes!
All right. Hey, so the Iron Tower, that's the building where Mayor Plan's place is. The last time we got a message to go up there is right when we came out of the Witch's Anus.
Well,
And it was that Callian Varro lady that Yannick hated, but I think had a thing for. I've never said that before, but I think it's true. But she's the one that sent us to go look for the rock.
well,
So I think this is
So we did
probably
what she
from
asked,
her.
and we should go See what she wants, yeah?
Okay.
Don't you want to check in on Yannick?
Yeah. Well,
Yannick is done. Like, I mean, he's still my friend, but he has nothing. He doesn't want anything to do with.
He does want to see us at the temple.
well,
He did mention that. It was
Let's go
actually
see
where his
Callie and
vote
Varro
was.
because she gets uppity and she apparently sees things like at a certain time.
I mean, are you wanting to take Yannick? I don't think Yannick's gonna go with us. He said he's done adventuring and he.
We can
hates
stop. Let's stop
her.
by and say hi.
Hi, Yannick. I've moved on.
Okay.
Why won't you quit?
Can we come in? No!
Hey, the temple's on the way. Let's just stop by, say hi, say we're gonna go see Callie and Varro. You're still a quitter, and then we'll just move on.
He was,
Jesus.
if I understand, he was the one who specifically was tasked with leading us to Thave
Yeah, and he
with
quit.
this mission. He still may want to have a conversation with Callie and Varro.
No, he
I
ha-
would not deny him that.
Okay.
I
We can
mean,
stop by and say
she
hi.
didn't send him a message.
Well,
She's-
we don't
she sent
entirely
it
know.
to
Maybe
me.
she doesn't know.
Who signed for the message? This guy. All right. Who's the leader of this group now, according to Callie and Varro? This guy.
Well, Jericho, what
gonna be a
would
great
you
leader.
have us do?
Let's stop by and say hi to Yannick on the way. It's on the way.
So it is commanded.
It's not going to cost us anything.
6 days.
All right, let's go.
Okay, you guys head across the city of Tabonry, heading towards Ironwater Fort, where the mayor resides. Along the way is the Cobblestone Plaza.
Yeah.
In the middle of that is the second Temple of Carahel here in Tabonry, being reconstructed, rebuilt. And you see Yannick is out in the rain and pulling on some big heavy ropes and pulling large stones up into place where other priests our stone workers are waiting to mortar them into where they need to go.
Is he wearing a shirt?
He is shirtless.
Of course.
Repent!
Says to the stone after it hit him gently.
He's got one hand on the rope and the other on a cat of nine tails. He's whipping himself.
Hey, Yannick, I see that you're working. We just thought that we had to let you know. Callie and Varro sent us another note. We're going up to Iron Fort to go see her. Just wanted to let you know.
It is good to see you all.
It's wonderful to see you, and you are looking good.
Thank you. I wish you luck.
Can we have the stone?
It's right. Just a little.
Well, that seemed clear off.
You
Good luck on the stonework. Say goodbye as we move on, Galen.
You have a chance to have a final conversation, should you wish, with Callie and Varro. You don't want that opportunity?
I have done everything that I need to do with her.
Wonder if she's sick.
Is there a message you'd like us to deliver?
She can burn in hell.
No.
Hell. No, I don't say that.
Okay.
I have. May Kara help bless her.
Be at peace, Yannick.
And you, Galen.
Okay. You guys make your way up the angled path to the Ironwater Fort. There, the gates are open. The guards don't care as you come on in, and there is that line of citizens. There are only about 5 people waiting in line this time, out in the rain in the courtyard, waiting to get inside to have some sort of time with the leadership of the city.
So that's to get towards the mayor. Do we know if there's a different pathway from our times here to get up to the top of the tower?
Yes, there are.
Well, we're just gonna act like we belong there.
Okay.
Because we are the heroes of the city.
All right, make a society roll. We make that the show title, please.
A society roll.
Society roll 23.
What about diplomacy roll? I'll talk my way past
Let's
it.
go. Let's start with society.
Sure. Sure, that's a good one. 5.
5.
Yeah.
The leader of the group stumbles, trying door after door after door, some more than once. A pair of guards finally come over. And they said, the line's over there.
Well, then get in it if that's your line. We're trying to get up to the top of
No one
the
gets
tower.
up. No, this is all off limits.
We are the Guardians of Tabonry. You may have heard of us.
I've never. And the other guard elbows him. No. These are the guys. And he goes, what's your business here then?
We need to get up to the top of the tower. Hero's business.
Yeah.
Wait here. And he leaves the other guard there as he quickly trots off through the rain. So you guys really the Guardians?
Yeah, can you show us up to the top?
No, I'd get into trouble for that.
Well, just point us in the right direction.
Well, that door there, it's locked, but you go up, and the stairs are straight up there.
We'll unlock it. We'll unlock it. That's all right.
Well, don't you want to wait?
Or
That looks a fine piece of steel on your hip there. Where did you get that? And Galen will kind of turn him in position.
Luck's going to go unlock the door.
Okay. Make a lock picking roll 20.
How tall is the iron fort?
Oh, natural 20. Does that work?
Oh.
It wasn't even locked.
That's a little arrogant.
he does it behind his back.
It is. There's a picture I put in the wiki, but it's a little too big in the wiki. It's much more complex. Not as complex. Sorry, not as complex. It's more simplified. It is a kind of just a big square fort with a big wall with some battlements. I think there are 4 towers, one on each corner, and then a central keep area in the middle. So just a standard impressive, 20, 25 foot tall wall. And then it's all perched on top of a big rise that looks over the river.
So from where we're standing to the top of the fort, that's not 25 feet up. It's higher than that?
The wall is, the top of the buildings or the towers are probably 45, 50 feet up.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
We're fine now. But next time, I've got it.
You're in instantly in.
Come on. Let's go. Leader, you're first.
We have a key.
He says, all right, I'll tell him you're up there.
All right.
You're great.
I'll go.
Try the spicy oats.
You guys head up. The 4 of you head up to the top, and there you see, upon your arrival, a tower that is being rained upon, and nothing else.
Just one of the towers being rained. Okay.
I want to go find that same loose brick.
I think we just need to go where the rain is. Yeah. That doesn't look weird to you?
Okay, you go. We'll go over there.
Thought I was the leader, but fine, Mr. Cloud Chaser.
It's raining all over.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. The way you made it sound, it was just on one of the towers.
No.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
It's a rainy
I'll let
day.
you go.
It's a rainy day. There was that one loose brick.
That's why he's the leader.
There was that one loose brick before that had things hidden underneath it.
Yes.
I think we'd like to go check that same location, see if there's anything there.
All right, you check the brick. It comes out with some wiggling, and you find underneath it rain falling upon the hole where the brick once was.
Magically.
Because Dash saved it.
So I'll take out
Very nice
the necklace and I'll put it on.
Okay, you put it on. You hear footsteps rapidly approaching up the spiraling steps to this tower, where there is an upset guard who went to go get some help, and he has brought an administrator clerk type fellow who looks quite confused when he comes up, and then he stops upon seeing all of you, and it is Gideon Dalfana, the counselor to the town mayor, the previous town mayor, and the newish town mayor you have run into. And he stops and he looks and recognizes Most he recognizes everyone, and I guess in some degree or another. So I guess maybe not Zaldor. And he says, "Oh, it is you.
Yeah.
What are you doing up here? Are you here for the meeting?"
No.
Who are you meeting?
The mayor's having some important dignitaries come in this afternoon.
Where are they coming from?
From the north, from the west, from Mirskan.
Not that meeting.
Oh. What are you doing up here then?
It's a separate meeting.
Oh.
Hello, I am Zaldor, Wizard of the Seventh Tower, Keeper of the Wind Spheres over the Thousand Isles. We have received a summons by messenger from the city of Corindel that gave us the exact instructions to be right here, right now, that we are not expected, and yet we may be of help. So, we have responded to the message. We are right here, right now, waiting for the next steps. Isn't that exciting?
Yes, I don't know anything about this.
Neither do I.
I was just barely included as to what was happening with the other meeting. So how can I be of assistance? It's all right, and he has the other guard leave.
As far as I know, in no way, shape, or form.
Very well. I'll leave you to it then.
Pleasure to meet you.
What's the meeting downstairs about?
I don't know. Something quite secretive.
Oh.
Mr. Delfana.
I'm going to write that down.
Ooh. When we were here last, we were of some help to the mayor. Do you think that we could be of assistance in whatever matter is happening here?
I can ask him.
Maybe you should ask Mayor Plen if he'd like to see us.
I will. You're welcome to get out of the rain. And he heads down the steps. And you guys look out over the Kingdom of Navarre from this tall tower as it continues to rain. There's a quote here on the Ironwater Fort Wiki. The highest tower of Ironwater can see from one end of Navarre to the other, always there to protect the kingdom. As our four heroes stand upon there, you...
Is that true?
No.
Yeah. On a desk.
Zaldor asks to see the message again.
I would kind of try to keep it out of the rain.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see it.
Yeah. Ironwater Fort. Now, you are not expected. This does not say on the Ironwater Fort. There is a meeting happening.
Maybe that meeting. That's where we're supposed to go. We just went to the same place last time.
Right.
We'd certainly be unexpected there.
Then we should probably go down that meeting.
Let's follow Gideon.
Okay.
All right, you guys head down the stairs, back out into the courtyard of the Ironwater Fort, and you see Gideon is heading into another door. You catch him, and he says, yes? What? Yes? Basil? What?
What?
I don't know why. I don't know why. I went Faulty Towers a little bit.
We're joining your meeting.
Oh, all right. I'll ask Mayor Plen. Please come in. And you come inside. You walk past the 5 people waiting in line and kind of just nod that they have to stay out there and get all wet. As you go inside,
What do they get to go in? I've been here for hours.
Meet Chris's new character. Pissed off barber.
These actions won't stand.
You head inside. You are marched into a large meeting room, and Gideon knocks upon the door. There are some guards outside who step away. The door opens, and the mayor himself opens the door. And he says, what is it now, Gideon? And he says, oh, it is you, our guardians.
We were asked to attend this meeting.
Why am I not surprised? Come in. Come in. And he says, Gideon, fetch them a towel or something. Come in. And he motions you into this meeting room with a huge, thick, dark wood table with big, high-back wooden chairs. This thing has been here for many, many, many years. Who knows what kind of meetings it's held, keeping the kingdom safe throughout the decades. There's a open-up balcony with doors open, with rain still pouring from the outside. And you see there are several people gathered around, some regal-looking folks. And he says, I'm surprised to see you, but I guess not surprised. How have you all been?
We've been well. How is Tabonry? Any, I don't know, sacrificial cults springing up anywhere?
Not as of late. Thanks to you. No doubt, and I reluctantly ask, you are not 6. Where are the others?
Yannick is at the temple.
Will he be joining us?
He will not. He's working at the temple right now.
But he is the leader of the Guardians.
He is choosing to focus on the temple for a while.
Oh.
As Jericho leans forward, pointing down to his leader pin on the chest, right? Because
what is yours? Ask me about spicy oatmeal. He motions you in. He says, "Everyone, I would like to introduce our latest guests. Here we have the Guardians of Tabonry, who have helped protect the city on more than one occasion. They have been a great ally to us and have come to us now with this mysterious gathering. I will let them introduce themselves." And he points to the leader, obviously, the new leader of the group, Hemlock.
I'm Hemlock. Nice to meet all of you.
There's a gruff-looking human guy dressed in heavy plate mail armor who just kind of lowers his head and nods.
My name is Jericho. It's good to meet y'all.
Galen Geist at your service.
This one's going to be a little longer.
Oh, that's me. I am Zaldor, wizard of the Seventh Tower and keeper of the wind spheres over the 1,000 Isles. I'm also a member of the Guardians of Tabonry, of which you see here.
Counter Persimmons.
And Counter of Persimmons, the weigher of rice of Edlinholm.
A gruff dwarf nods in your direction. A ranger, clearly someone from the wilderness trying to make himself look as presentable as possible, is there. I would say, Galen, you recognize a symbol, a patch on his cloak, as he is a warden, similar to the organization that Thawne was part of some time ago, protectors of the Navarre wilds.
And Gegi, who died.
Actually, Gegi he wasn't a warden.
No,
wasn't
lost,
a warden.
No, lost that identity.
Thawne was.
Yeah, that's an interesting point.
Hello, Warden.
He says, "Hello. You are who?"
Galen.
Galen. And I am Idrisil.
Very nice to meet you, Idris. So what brings a warden here?
He says a cryptic message to be here from an old friend named Callian Varro.
Well, we have that in common already, then.
He nods. And at that, there is a flutter at the balcony, and a raven appears and lands upon the railing of the balcony out there. And with a flourish, there is a scattering of rain, and there appears Callian Varro taking her form in her expensive long green cloak.
How much more flourishy is her flourish than Zaldor's
Zaldor
flourish?
goes over the top.
Oh, okay.
Zaldor's all about the sizzle.
Stately flourish.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
The appropriate amount of flourish. It's a little less flourish than it should be, if you ask me.
Callian
Just the
Varro
right
steps in and she says, "Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you traveling, some far, some recent," she says, nodding to Jericho. "This is a meeting of some importance, otherwise I would not have gathered you all." Mayor Plin says, "Let's all take our seats then." And the group is comprised of Callian Varro, a dour-looking dwarf, Idrisil, the strong-looking human metal-wearing guy, the mayor himself, a rather diplomatic-looking human woman with very regal, noble Mirskan garb on. And then there are two human guards that are inside that have clearly some importance, as well as some sort of dwarven guard who's staying close by as well. Callian Varro sits down at the chair and clears her throat. "It is of great importance for us to meet. And again, I apologize for the crypticness of this all. In what I see, it is not always clear what is possible, and it can lead to confusion even with myself." The armored man says, "Well, yeah, I came a long way from Mirskan for this. This better be worth my time." The noble woman, "It is indeed quite a journey, with little indication other than a promise that this is worth the gathering. The safety of the kingdom? Is that true?" Callian Varro says, "That is true. I want to share that everyone here must keep this secret." And she looks at the three guards, the humans and the dwarf guard. Plen waves away the human guards. The dwarf guard doesn't leave. He stays behind his little dwarf noble dude. And she says, as the doors close, before she says, the armor-wearing guy says, "And who are these lot again? These look like mercenaries. These aren't leaders." And he points to our four guardians. And Callian Varro says, "You must accept those who may not fit your view of protectors. These are defenders of Navarre, defenders of Varen. They have given a great deal, for once there were 6, and they have lost more than that. And I wanted to say to you 4 here, if you had not accomplished your quest, all of us would not be able to gather here today. And everyone here owes you a great deal of gratitude, and I think most in Navarre, even at this table, will never truly know why they will owe you. So let us show respect to everyone here at the table, shall we?" The guy sits back down. "I am here to discuss a problem that we have. There is a new threat to the free kingdoms of Varen. Calavier has suffered a tremendous loss. 5 years ago at the hands of the Legion, the capital city of Canabarin was brought down, conquered by Sher Mordrin. Many were killed. There have been camps of people rounded up, tortured, killed. The Legion are now gone. We still have no idea why. I still have no way of knowing what their purpose is. That alone concerns me." She takes a drink of water. "And now there's the war to her northern border. Calavier versus Lord Rykal and his undead army. This war is a stalemate at best. The armored guy says, "We ain't been getting good words from our troops we sent. Sporadic words, losses, no ground gain, but none given. It is important for everyone to know that Calier must survive. It must thrive. I have seen visions of the growth and survival of the world based around Calivier returning to its glory, and it is far from it. And it is so far from it that now, if Calivier falls, the rest of the free kingdoms will wither and fall. I have seen a possible future where Navarre, Calivier, Azamir are just ruins like the old Byzantine Empire to the north. Azamir is doing our best to help. We are scattered a little bit across Varennes, but primarily helping against Rykal. There are a lot of wizards helping in Stone Dell between the border, alongside the dwarves of Stone Hall and what remains of the Calivier forces and the Navarran forces. The military guy nods. Most of the wizards' efforts there are trying to suppress Lord Rykal's necromantic power, his ability to reanimate the dead of both sides that fall, and bolstering his army. We seem to be having some success there. I also want to let you know that Azamir is known for its magic, but we are truly of two hearts. There's the great city of Corindel, the center of magic in all of Varennes. She looks at Zaldor to see if there's any dissenting look in his eyes. No, he looks excited. And then there's the Taladian Forest, the source of nature and balance on the Azamir Isle. Corindel is strong and the most secure place in all of Varennes, but the wizards are stretched thin. There has been another loss, and this is still not the loss I have brought you here for. There is a loss this time in Azamir. The Taladian Forest, home of the Druid Circles, has been under attack for weeks. Nightmarish humanoids of infectious blue-veined magic appeared several weeks back. Their blue void spreading quickly throughout the groves. The Druids have suffered a grave defeat there, with major sections of the forest claimed by veins of void energy. But an even greater defeat is the loss of my friend, the High Druid Sildren.
No!
who was slain last week fighting back against the void. Wizards remain to protect Corindel, have moved in to help contain the void, and cleansing it looks promising, but the damage has been done. It seems as though their numbers have somehow stopped being reinforced, and I have my suspicions as to why, she says, with a little smile over towards Jericho. She points to a stout dwarf with a regal look to him, the one sitting at the table. You can see the lines in his face show he's been through a lot in recent years. She said, Lord Ansgar hails from the Grey Hall in Jarvain, but he comes to us via Calivier. I have had a vision of destruction there in the capital of Canabrin, more destruction, and Lord Ansgar has bared witness to it. And I have asked him here, and he has asked for help, but I have asked him here to share. If you please, Lord Ansgar.
I am Ansgar Icebeard, and I present myself to you today as a citizen of Calivier and a representative of the city of Canabrin, of which my dwarven companions and I were once charged with the defense of when the regent Caldrin took most of the city's remaining forces north to meet the forces of this Dark Lord Rykul. But an enemy came upon the city that we could not have even begun to prepare for. A baleful creature, known as an underworld dragon, attacked the city and we were overcome. Our companions all perished, and if it were not for my companion Goli, I would have too. And now that dragon has taken roost in the Queen's Tower and enslaved the people of the city, seeming to feed off of their misery and terror. And the citizens of Kennebryn deserve not yet another misery. They have suffered so much already. So I have come to Navarre, to Tabonry, to beseech aid. Calavier has suffered mightily in the recent wars. Its armies have been devastated, its people impoverished by the wars. Iveron to the north is dealing with the dragonkin and can barely even be called a nation, so weakened it has become. But Navarre, though it has faced hardships, has not suffered the same fates. They have even in recent years seemed to prosper. As such, it has been my hope that Navarre would recognize that it only makes sense to provide aid now, while the battle is not in its own cities on its own land. For Tabonry is but 2 flaps of a dragon's wings away. And if it is unwilling to battle this foe today in our lands, then it may soon stand alone against all foes, as any allies will have already been swept away. This is an hour of need, not only of Kennebryn and Calavier, but the Varenne, of all of its peoples, before it is too late and no allies remain to be called upon.
But we've given you aid. I've sent my troops last month. They're fighting your battle to the north. Now you here to tell me you demand more?
I do not demand, but I do try to bring reason to this council that this fight now is what needs to happen, because tomorrow the fight will be here. The fight will be in Tabonry.
Reason. You want more Navarran men killed on the field for what? It's not your kingdom over there, and it's lost.
It is my kingdom now. I have become part of Calavier and a citizen of Kennebryn before all else.
You don't look like any. And Plen says, "Let's let everyone speak. Let's hear everyone out, Commander." Calianveros speaks up again. We need to have a free Calavier. We need to have the city, Kennebryn, saved. I did not see this vision in time. And we need to come together now to decide what we need to do. Lord Ansgar has illustrated it quite clearly, I think, with it is just a few flaps away before the threat could come here. That alone is beyond the fact that there are people in the city under its thumb right now. For what purpose, I cannot guess. But this dragon must be removed. It must be stopped. And I say that not only to protect Navarran interests or the Free Kingdom's interest, I say it because I see more possibilities of greater danger with this dragon. She looks around at the commander, and he does not make eye contact with her and just looks put off.
What can you tell us about this dragon?
Yeah, it was an underworld dragon. Would any of us know what that is?
Sure. Make a nature roll.
Can I roll that
A
as well
10?
since I was
Sure.
asking?
10 is no.
Yeah.
19.
19 is a no.
I wouldn't expect to know.
Saldor has studied dragons before. He's going to take a look at this as well, if that's all right. 22.
22 is a no.
Does the undead have anything to do with it being an occultish creature? Or maybe perhaps an esoteric lore?
No.
So what can you tell us about this dragon thing?
It is an underworld dragon.
I don't know what that is.
It's as you are see more a surface gnome than a deep gnome, you would not know what it is.
Oh, that's true.
This creature has no business being above ground. It should not be there. It should not desire it. It is unnatural for it to be so. It is a creature that will seek deep places, that will seek the dark. It does not want to be above ground normally. So taking the city is of grave concern.
Any idea? And he kind of looks between Lord Ansgar and Callian Varro. Any idea what has brought it up?
The noblewoman speaks up, clears her throat, and says, I am Lady Avonbrook, and that is also my question. What is its purpose? Has it raised the city? Or has it conquered the city? I am confused on this part.
It has taken up some residence in the Queen's Tower, and it seems to be able to enslave the people. Perhaps bend it to them in some way. And it seems to almost want to feed off of their fear.
I have worked a great deal with the refugees coming out of Calavier. Our resources are at their limits. Can we not just have them flee and perhaps we can find room for him here in Navarre?
This creature, this underworld dragon, Balrock, it would prevent it. It will not let the people leave. It attacks them when they try.
You heard Callian Varro just now. She says Calavier must not fall. We can't abandon it.
You're not getting any more men from me. We're already stretched way too thin. Maybe if our soldiers and troops came back from Stone Dell and we had time to recoup, reinforce our losses, but we're talking months then, and it looks like they're still needed there. What about you and the wardens? And Yggdrasil shakes his head. We are too few in number. There's not many left of us, and we must keep Navarre safe. The wilds are already closing in around us.
Is the dragon supported by any other armies or creatures? Is it just the dragon alone terrorizing the city?
Yes. That we have seen, and it is enough to take over and terrorize the entire city. It is more powerful than any dragon that you may be familiar with here upon the surface.
Well, I mean, there's that one dragon we're familiar with that's pretty good.
It may be an ally. Or at least have some information. Luminaro has been helpful to us in the past.
Well, she does what she wants to. I'm just saying that I don't know. He doesn't know the dragons. We know. That's all I'm saying.
If you know a dragon that will be an ally, we will welcome it.
It does its own thing. It's more about, like Callian Varro, knowing stuff than fighting stuff. It has been, what's it been, Hemlock? It's been a whole month and a half since we've gone to a Queen's Tower in a foreign country and
overthrow the government.
overthrown something that was enslaving the people.
Dragon coup.
Just replace it with another dragon. It'll be fine.
Preferably an ancient one that's been asleep for 1,000 years.
Seems to keep working for us. It ain't broke.
And we were brought here for a reason.
Well,
if I might.
you might.
Callian Varro, I did not meet you intentionally or initially when the party of the Guardians was sent down into Thave. But even though I wasn't there personally, we were a party of 6. We were a stronger group. And as it is now, the champion, as you mentioned, that once led us is not here any longer. We could potentially according to this conversation, have something that we might be able to do. There might be a chance. If it is as strong as you make it out to be, it does not sound like it's a good chance. But if there's a possibility that we would get involved, Galen and Hemlock and Jericho, that there would be only the four of us, that's not enough. We would need other heroes to join us. We would need at least 2 more to get us to a full round 6.
And maybe a small child that we can toss around.
But no, that was inappropriate. He was put in danger in ways that were not appropriate.
If we could have perhaps a warden, or perhaps a different champion, or another fighter who could join us in this quest, we might be able to do something with this dragon.
If you intend to head back to the city and attempt to aid Kennebryn, you will have my clan dagger here. And you, taking a look, he's, Ansgar is dressed in studded leather and a dagger. And so...
That's the same as me.
Yep.
Twinning. Wait, how tall is he?
Average height for a dwarf.
2.5.
So like 7'4".
Well, if you're going to Calavier, I'm coming with you.
Says the dwarf behind him.
Wait. What's your name? I'm Jericho.
My name's Goli.
Okay, that's fine. I assume you're correct.
Of all the people here, the humans backed away from the table to help another. The Stone Father would turn his head away.
Wait, no, my friends are humans. 2 of them.
Oh.
Half of us are
Not
humans.
everyone.
How dare you?
The well-armored
Well,
ones I'm
I
referring to.
I said half of them.
Glaring at me from across the table.
And yet the supposed mercenaries are the ones that will lend aid.
There's more honor on this side than what they're offering. I would go with 4 than a battalion of those.
Aye.
Lady Avenbrook says, I may be able to help ease your travels east as well.
You have horses?
I have many horses.
You cut birds, they last 24 hours.
Hold on tight. Calinvero says, well, I am not surprised by this offer, Zaldor. And I am also not surprised by you, Lord Ansgar, and we have already debated this. I have already told you I think your time is better spent in the halls and council chambers of Navarre and Azamir, recruiting and sharing your cause, but you seem to be as stubborn as any other dwarf I've met.
I was charged with the defense of the city. I have not thus far succeeded in such, and I will see it brought back under proper control.
I will not argue that any longer.
Good, I tire of it.
If the defenses to the north fail, how long before they reach Canterbury?
She looks towards the commander, who looks at his map, and he says, probably a week, 2 at the most. They're not fast-moving forces. They're relentless.
Miss Farrow, I
Varro.
hesitate to bring this up, but some of us have felt that perhaps we left Thave worse than we found it. That maybe we made things worse. I would love to hear your take on that.
My take is that if you were not successful, we would be dealing with an additional threat. A toxin of some sort, a poison spreading across Thave into Navarre, and particularly through Azamir. And as I mentioned earlier, it seems as though we've only been able to stave that by the skin of our teeth. And I think a great deal of that is due to you and your accomplishments in Thave. So while it may not be an ideal situation for what you did, it is a problem for another time, perhaps, as we have greater threats to deal with now. That's a problem for future Callie and Varro.
Thank you. I think that may set some minds at ease here. I have another matter to discuss with you, but I'd prefer to do that after we conclude our business here.
She says, of course. So then, whatever guidance you can provide to the Lord Ansgar team. Jericho winces as the leadership mantle has been handed over.
To another gruff voice.
I actually don't think he does.
Who, if you can provide what counsel you can, the sooner this battle begins and this saving of Canabrin, the better. And I hope that all is done not only with the best intentions, but with the greatest success, so that when next we meet is on much better circumstances and we can finally move Varen into an age of peace that it is long so needed. Everyone here is doing their best. While we may not all agree, she says, nodding at certain people, we must pull together. There are no other people I trust more than those here to make this kind of decision. And again, many outside of these walls, I would say almost none, will know the decisions, the risks, and the sacrifices that everyone here, particularly you five, will make.
One, two, three, four. Oh, it's not. I'm not sure. Okay. 5 is good.
There's 6 of us.
Only one of us isn't going to make a sacrifice.
She says, then, if there's nothing else for the rest of us, please, let's talk amongst ourselves, share what information and resources we can, and wish our party heading east all the best that we can give them. And Mayor Plin says, all right, that's it, everyone. Feel free to rest and relax here. The fort is yours. We will have rooms available. And they continue to talk, and people start to mingle and chat a bit. Callie and Varro, you wanted to speak with Galen.
Ansgar, Goli, would appreciate your company in this conversation.
Of course.
She walks past you, Zaldor, as an excited fanboy. Excuse me for a second. No. I have to speak with someone.
No, it's the hat. I understand. I get this all the time. Stupid.
Miss Varro, I'm just doing it to make you laugh now.
Yeah, I love it.
While we were in Thave, we met a weaver who was more than he seemed. and the name Shermordrin came up. Is this a friend of yours? Somebody you know?
I know of no Weaver or no connection to Shermordrin. My understanding is Shermordrin has left Varen and returned to whatever hellscape he has come from, although he had done so much damage. Beyond that, I do not know of what you speak.
It seems he still has access to this world. He is influencing. There's a book of Carahel? A book of power? Do you know of this?
I do not, but I spoke to you, some of you, on a tower some months ago here, and I shared a thought, a dream that I had, that there are grave threats that I have been flooded with the last few years, but the most recent of which has just come in the last few months, is a threat of something beyond my vision. Something that is beyond unsettling, something I cannot grasp or see. Something that seems to be actively hiding itself and hiding its future from me.
Has this happened to you before?
It is not. And that is why, of everything that is out there that faces us, this unknown scares me the most.
Whoever this Weaver may be, he seemed trustworthy and intent on helping us. And the one thing he mentioned that I may be of use here is a mineral called Vedonite. Have you heard of this?
Would we have heard of this?
Yes, you have heard of this.
Because we mine it, right?
It is mined in
Shadowhall.
It is mined in Shadowhall, the Dwarven Kingdom north of Calavier.
I know of it. It is mined from the Chateau Halls, and the dwarves there deal with it. It is the only known place where it comes from.
The sooner we can get our hands on it, the better. It may be our best chance at resisting the growing influence the Shermordrin has in this world.
What is its value in this?
I wish I could tell you. We don't yet know, but we have been told to seek it out.
In what context?
Only that it may help us resist Shermordrin's influence. And Miss Varro, if you see silver threads hanging in the air or attached to any surfaces, don't touch them.
Duly noted. I will heed that.
Why do you smell like a witch?
I may have spent too much time around them lately.
Smells metallic.
You might find we all smell like that for a while. We have the stink of a witch on us.
You smell like a witch.
Witch
The
stank.
rest of you smell like powder.
There's a reason for that.
I use some baby powder on myself when I wake up.
Oh, not that kind of powder.
And I like open up my vest and show you my guns.
Thought maybe one of you'd be carrying. I understand now. You're going to be very dangerous to deal with.
Sometimes.
He is.
A word of warning.
Yes.
Those weapons are very dangerous.
Let's hope they stay pointed in the right direction then.
Why do you say that?
Druger weaponry is nothing to carry about so idly.
You've seen these before?
I've seen similar
Where?
in holes. Cannoneers are famous in my part of the world.
I hope to visit your part of the world.
Not so easily these days.
I thought I was going to say, my good friend Lorsan showed me his weapons. He's a good man. You should meet him.
He has a cloak.
That
just
cloak is very like
yours.
yours.
So Goalie, where are you from?
I'm from the north. Originally from the Grey Halls. In service to his king.
That's a direction and then a place I don't know anything about. So that actually didn't help me at all.
We're from Javane.
That actually didn't help me either.
Get this one a map.
I'm not very good at. I haven't been very far from my. Okay, that's not true because I've been to other planes of existence. Like I've been to hell, but I haven't been north very far.
I was told you were a bard. I
am.
thought they were very knowledgeable in the world.
So did I.
No, I know a lot of songs, but not geography. I don't know much geography.
You don't know much about geography?
What about science books?
And I don't speak any French.
Galen raises his fingers and snaps and says, Plant, we need a map.
There's one right on the table that the Sassel commander was poking around at.
He just fucking snapped at the mayor.
It's getting to his head. Callian Vero says, I need to speak with Commander Rorik, but I want to thank the 6 of you
Oh, you're welcome.
for taking this on. She really doesn't look too much at Zaldor as she says this, though.
So those the blue vein things, they're going away or they're not coming back or something.
The varicose veins you have.
No, the creature, those creatures.
Yes, it looks like their reinforcements have stopped. Whatever magic was creating them has been brought to an end. So now it's a matter of cleaning them up.
It was.
Thank you for what you have done. Thank you for everything that you have done. There are few allies that we have, and you have proven yourselves to be great ones to the Free Kingdoms. And I thank you, and even the Silver Council of Navarre, who is loosely represented here by Lady Avenbrook, even though they don't even know what's going on truly, they would thank you if they know. Everyone here owes you their thanks. So thank you.
And we owe you ours for what you have done here.
Hey, you're welcome.
Thank you for entrusting us with this responsibility, Miss Furrow.
She puts her hand on your shoulder and says, and she says to you, Galen, she says, no, it is us again who owe you. And my name is Callian Vero. Just one word. And she,
Can I ask
Miss
you
Burrow, if you're nasty.
Can I ask you a question, Kelly?
just had a beautiful exit there. Yes. What?
So I wasn't.
Nothing.
I wasn't.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, wait, no, I remember. Sorry, yes.
I wasn't present for the last meeting you had with the group. But you gave us a dagger to place in a certain spot. We did do that. What was that about?
She said, there is a future, several futures that I have seen that would not have taken place if you did not succeed with that. Futures where a princess is able to use this dagger to slay her mother and become a rightful heir and a true leader of Thave in a way that would join the rest of us of the Free Kingdoms. And you have, sounds like you have now made that possible as well.
Yeah.
A task I did not even think was possible, but I'm grateful for.
Yeah. You will. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
so glad.
So
We're able to get that one accomplished for you.
about
That sounds like a great accomplishment you've all had.
We're heroes. We're heroes.
I am proud of you, and I don't even know you.
She walks away to go speak with someone else.
Have you written the song about that yet?
As soon as she walks away, I'm just like, I told you that future tellers suck.
she should know, right?
She didn't say that, princess.
Hey.
And the future is defeated.
Alcanet could have a daughter.
Yeah,
Your
no.
friend Alcanet.
Fight picture battles.
No,
Get
that's
it.
Aldor's France.
Yeah.
She's a little bit into menopause. I'm betting there's magic involved at that point.
Yeah, there is.
Lady Avenbrook.
Yankee inside.
Lady Avenbrook approaches in her regal noble gown, and she says, I spoke earlier of a way to perhaps help your travels. If you would like, the offer is available to you, but it is not a guaranteed offer. If you have not...
Could you unpack that just a little bit?
I can unpack that literally. She goes over to the big, huge table and takes out a box, thin box, but a long box from a little satchel she has at her seat. It's a fancy-looking wooden box. She opens it up, and in it you see there are 4 keys in a velvet lining with a slot for a 5th key. And she says, if you have not seen these before, these are travel keys that can be used from specific places to specific places. It is how I got here, and it is how I shall return, as I have an important engagement to be to tomorrow. The fortress has a travel circle in it that I have used to arrive and will use to depart. I can grant you one of these keys to take you east to Calavier.
Okay.
With the understanding that I do not know exactly the state of the travel circle since the multiple attacks upon the city, and I do not think it's been used for perhaps 2 decades.
Oh, it could be all like broken up.
What is the worst that could happen traveling to a circle that is broken?
Have you seen Star Trek the motion picture?
No.
She says,
What arrived, it didn't live long. Fortunately.
What about The Fly? Have you seen The Fly?
She says the worst is you would be taken to another place that would be magically connected to the world.
Like a special trip.
Quite possibly.
It's an adventure.
The choice is yours.
How do these work?
You place the key. It's almost like a lock. There's a stone within the circle, and I'm happy to show you. If you choose this, whenever you are ready, you place the key in, and it will glow bright. Within a few moments, you will find yourself in the destination circle. The catch is whoever inserts the key must say the name out loud of where they wish to go. In common, Elvish helps. For some reason, and you have Idrisil here to ask about Elvish names. He can certainly help you as well if you don't know Elvish.
Okay.
Does Gnomish or Yosoki help?
I don't think so.
What about Faye?
No. Maybe. I don't know about that. I haven't heard about that.
We could try. Just see how it goes.
So is that a yes?
I think so.
Yes. Thank you.
Faster. Oh.
Whatever will get us to Kennebryn quickest is how I would wish to travel.
I did want to check with Lord Ansgar.
She takes out
Just Ansgar,
one of the
it's
4
fine.
keys, precious, expensive, rare keys, and holds it out to the group, and who snatches it first?
Zeldor's reaching for it
He just
with
wants-
his trick magic item feat that stretches out his arm a little bit forward because he's got a plus 21 in arcane.
I'm not reaching at all because
Looking over his shoulder, nobody else.
Zeldor has the key.
Lady
Avonbrook.
Lady Avonbrook, it's very generous, and it is so generous I hesitate to ask, but what about our return?
She says, your return is on your own. I'm sure you know how to ride a horse back home.
I'm more of a pony guy.
Are you flirting? That's a really good line. I'm going to write that down, bro.
If you know what I mean.
I like if your character would say that at all the wrong times. He doesn't know what the phrase actually means.
Common or Elvish, you say?
Indeed. Well, that is my understanding. And I hope it serves you well, and I hope you serve us well. We all need you. And especially so does the city of Canterbury.
Thank you, Lady Avonbrook, and may you speak sense to the Silver Council.
If the key has not been snatched, Gully will grab it.
You can take it out of an old man's hand like taking candy from a baby if you want.
Zaldor grabbed it a while ago.
It's already grabbed.
We already told you, old man.
He's got half in his mouth, just absentmindedly chewing out like a pen.
It's just, he's sniffing on whatever touched her.
I detect magic.
He can detect magic accurately, but only through taste.
Oh, spicy.
Oh, that's cursed. Oh, no.
That's how he knows the oats at Pegs are magical.
Magical oats.
All right. You get some last minute encouragement from different folks there at this council meeting. Even the plate mail wearing Commander Rohrer comes over and he says, I hope you fight well and take down this dragon.
Oh, we're gathered. That's what we do.
You seem confident.
I like this one.
We've
we're-
killed the Lord of Hell, so that's kind of our thing.
But one of them.
Wait.
We killed a Lord in hell, not the Lord of all hells. Let's not get uppity there, Galen.
We killed a Lord of Hell.
Yeah.
All right, then, we'll fight strong. And he punches the Lord Ansgar in the shoulder manly-like.
Do that again and I will kill you.
And he will.
Do that to me and it will kill me.
And
May
Callian
we
Varro,
one day fight on the battlefield together
he nods. Callian Varro says her goodbyes
against each other.
and says, thank you all for trusting in me and trusting in being here and trusting in one another. I hope, again, we will meet under better
2
circumstances.
out of 3 is not bad.
With a flourish, she transforms into a raven and disappears out into the rain through the open balcony window.
She didn't even say it.
You don't have
What
to
an
say
amateur.
it. You just do it.
They don't know if it's a flourish. We don't tell them it's it's all right.
So
I'll
verbal
teach it.
component
Did you
he adds
see
to all spells.
that beautiful stately flourish she just did? It was gorgeous. Just understated, like so, elegant. Just
He's right.
It had a majesty to it, yes.
it, yes.
Mayor Plen comes over as the rest of the group returns to their different quarters here at the fort before they return back home. Although Lady Avonbrook is heading to the travel circle. She is ready to be done with this backwater city in her mind. Mayor Plen says, well, that went well. Very well. So glad to see you again. And to meet the two of you from Canterbury. Yes.
In Calavier.
Right. When all is said and done and you've got a dragon head to mount to a wall, bring it back to Tabonry. We will mount it, and we have plenty of excellent work we could use your help with, and excellent pay as well. So please come back.
Wait, you pay?
Yes. We can make things happen.
Oh.
And we eagerly await your return.
We thank you for facilitating this.
Of course, and you and your kind are all welcome here.
What do you mean by my kind?
You know,
You know you people.
I think I do know.
the stoutly ones.
Who you call it?
Welcome to Navarre. That's
All
I
you
wanna say.
diggers can come in and dig away.
I think it's time for us to
The
leave.
mountain
Derek, don't you dare write that down.
It reads
with
Digger
a D.
Please.
Oh no!
With a D.
No! No! No!
What? We can say it. It's our dwarven language.
No!
Just the same.
Just no!
Sounds
No.
better in Dwarvish.
Just
Can
Shall we-
someone change the scene, please?
Shall we talk about Nagas? All right.
My lord, I think time is of the essence, and if this opportunity stands, we should take it now.
whenever our new friends are at the.
I have the key.
We have an advantage here that we should not lose sight of. I think somebody should try to contact Luminara.
I'll send the bird.
We know how your birds work.
Super well. Yeah, watch that. I'm gonna apparate
Not
a magical
one
bird.
of them has been received yet.
I think that's a you problem. We're much closer here, and I'm gonna apparate a bird, and I'm gonna tell Luminara that we're going off to head to fight an underworld dragon in Canabrin, and if she
Balrock.
and if she wants
She
to come,
might know it.
I'm talking to a dragon here, and if she wants to come help, she can come help.
Problem is, it's not to a person. It's an image direction or distance to an obvious place or landmark well known to you.
The place where we met her last.
The bridge in Fenmaro.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not the direction we're headed,
All right.
Jericho.
Off it goes.
All right. There we go.
Zeldor.
Yes.
Do corrections come out as multiple birds then? It's just typos and
Keep going back around in circles. No, I need to
There's
call
an
him.
old deformed bird with a broken wing.
CC is what now?
Does it hear the arguments between each of the heroes within the message? Stops it. No, it's my bird.
birds
open
carrying a
mouth
book
recording.
now.
Zeldor,
I think that went well.
I hate to turn to you for common sense, but do you have a way of sending a message over long distances?
Oh, yes. No. Sorry, I get confused sometimes.
Phenomenal.
You were asking if I could send a message to Luminara, the dragon,
Yes.
in a different manner than Jericho's spell. Yes.
One that will actually provide some useful information.
I
Yes.
cannot guarantee anything I
Wow.
do provides every useful information, except for this one time when I was talking.
Yeah,
into-
circling back to the sending message part.
Right, yes. No. Not true. I lied to you just now. I can, with a quill, write a fantastic letter. I can put it in a scroll. I can take it off to a scroll carrier. They will get it sent to where we need it to go, and we can wait for a reply.
My lord, the candle
that's
burns
going-
low.
She'll probably Luminara will probably have to sign for it.
No birds will die in the process of my letter writing.
As much as I am intrigued by having a dragon, it sounds like it's an ordeal.
Also, if we are
It
talking
could have
about
been very straightforward.
the Fenmaro forest, the wardens deal with the forests, and they have an ability to translate different messages from scroll case to scroll case almost instantaneously using different levels of magic. There's perhaps a possibility that Idrisil might be able to contact anyone inside the Fenmara woods who might also know Luminar to translate that message and send it to her.
That is brilliant, Zeldor. Thank you.
I don't know what I just said. I just
Do you want me to
blacked out.
send the bird to Idrisil?
Blacked out. What happened?
He's just down the hall.
Yeah, so we'll go communicate our request to Idrisil to see if we can relay.
He is
a
happy to
message.
try to have a warden, if they get into that area soon, to pass along a message. What is the message?
The Guardians of Tabonry are headed to Canabrin to route Balrock, I believe it was.
Balrock.
Balrock, and any knowledge or assistance that Luminara could provide would be greatly appreciated.
Okay. What else you guys want to do?
Go on to that circle with the key.
All right. You guys are at the Travel Circle. It is down in the basement of the Ironwater Fort. It is not used very often at all. And you can see there's a little bit of a dull glow that is slowly receding, like a goldenish glow around these stones. They are stones that look like they're more natural, almost like a druid circle type vibe, but they're on top of this basement floor. There are some old dusty furniture and beds and chairs that have just been stacked up and pushed aside. And then there's this circle. Who knows what it was used for in the past? It has been recently been used by the Lady Evanbrook, and you guys are now there.
Zaldo,
Yes.
do you speak Elvish at all?
No, I do
Neither
not.
do I. But as you said, common was fine.
I do speak common.
Me too.
Go ask that elf upstairs how to say.
Do you know how to say Canabrin in Elvish?
I do not.
We just spoke with him a second ago, so Zeller will retcon our conversation with Idrisil and ask and see if we could also get his interpretation of the pronunciation of Canabrin
All right.
in Elvish.
He tells you the exact pronunciation, which Zaldor will say in just a moment. So everyone is gathering within the circle, correct?
Oh my god,
Well,
this could go so bad. We're all gonna die.
Do either of you know where the travel circle in Canterbury is?
Lady Evanbrook was not very precise in her description.
That's where you're from. Like, you know,
Once
that city?
we get there, we do know the city, yes. So
But
we
you don't
will
know
just...
if it's trashed or not.
It could be like this one, beneath a building we've never had access to.
But you don't like ahead of time know where it is.
The city did take much damage in the attack, but it is far from ruined. And
Okay.
at
Goalie,
least
before
when we left.
What do you mean fine? It's gonna be
everyone
fine.
assembles in the circle,
Mm-hmm.
kneels down and prays at the rocks being used for the circle.
We have another one.
Okay.
A rock prayer.
Before we depart, we are in your debt, and we thank you.
Oh no, you don't owe us anything.
There are many who would not have stepped up
Oh, that day.
and would not step forward in this situation. Whatever happens, we appreciate what you are doing.
That was
You're
very,
welcome.
It's very kind of you.
All right.
Galen
And
hands a
continues the prayer closing with the blessing of the Stone Father on such immaculate construction.
And what was this?
Galen hands a note to an aide and asks for it to be delivered to Yannick at the temple.
Okay. Duly done. All right.
Zaldor takes the key, inserts it into the stone, turns it 90 degrees, and says, "Flourish!" Oh, shit!
All right.
I don't feel so good.
There is a wobbling visual sense and a rumble to your feet, and the basements of the fort starts to become weird and blurry and starts to fade away to dark, and you are ready to appear in other strange abandoned ruins inside a travel circle. That is not the case. You find yourself blasted by wind, and it is cold, and you suddenly find yourselves on the deck of a ship, creaking. And you look around. It is quite windy, not rainy though. That's the good news. That's the very good news. And then you see two things of note on this old ship. Thing number one, there are several heaps of enemies on the ground, skeletal forms, ghoulish forms that slowly rise up that have not been disturbed on this vessel for a very long time. They moan and rise and slowly close in on you, and we are about to have a battle on our hands. The other thing you notice is that you are on a ship that is probably over 2,000 feet in the air, flying gently, and has been kind of moored at the top of the air.
Is it at all?
Is there anything up in the sky?
Like a giant
creature?
Cthulhu monster.
Nope.
Okay, great.
Is this ship like Jericho's
look
only ever
underneath
been
now.
on
Right,
one
make sure
ship,
it's
but
coming
it's
up.
the same ship a whole bunch of times?
Nope.
Is this the same? Like, this is a different kind of ship?
This is an airship,
Oh, an airship.
is what this is.
This one's meant to be up in the air.
This one is meant to be up in the air.
That
We're going
confuses
to
me.
bring up our battle map for you guys to take a look at
I'm
it.
so confused.
Oh, cool.
Here's our battle map with several undead piratey folks closing in on our heroes, circled around in the middle, high up in the clouds. The ship has been here for a long time, long abandoned, and you guys have been accidentally teleported to this spot. No sign of a travel circle, no way to get down, surrounded by enemies, and we will stop there for tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. This was a really fun adventure. I'm excited to see where our heroes are going next. I'm excited also for the after show. We're going to get right into it after this, and we'll see you all next time.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.